of the IAAF, Dahlan Al-Hamad. Director of Marketing and Communications of Doha 2019, Sheikha Asma Al-Thani. Professor at the College of Engineering at Qatar University, Dr. Saud Abdel Ghani. Four-time Olympian from Team USA and Managing Director of International and Championship Teams of USA, Track and Field, Aretha Thurmond. Team Qatar Athletes, Mariam Farid. To start, Dahlan Al-Hamad will give you an update on progress.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Representative of the IAAF, colleagues from the Doha 2019 Organizing Committee, Team Qatar Athletes, media, ladies and gentlemen, friends and young guests from Park House School. Welcome and thank you for joining us here this afternoon in our new look, Khalifa International Stadium, the home of the IAAF World Athletics Championship Doha 2019. Today, we are starting the clock on our one-year countdown to the championship. As we sit here, I hope you can see and feel everything is in place, including a growing excitement and energy amongst the local community. The track is laid and ready to compete on. The new cooling technology is right now and offering a climate close to what the athletes and fans will experience in 365 days. Our schedule is out, our tourism infrastructure in place, and we will reveal information on our logo and ticketing today. We are ready to connect the world athletics, ready to inspire a new generation and ready to welcome fans from all corners of the world. Qatar is no stranger to holding athletic events, having hosted major international athletic events over 21 years. We are a young and ambitious nation, and I hope that seeing is believing, and as today, we are delivering upon our promises. To have such an ambition requires innovative, creative, and bold thinking. This is why an exciting new schedule exists with the new formats. That's why this stadium has new sustainable cooling technology, and why we want our young athletes and our local community to experience it live for the first time. All this development takes imagination, but stem from our signal goal of enhancing athletics worldwide. By hosting the first ever IAAF World Athletics Championship in the Middle East, one of our main commitments is, in partnership with the IAAF, is to grow participation of this great sport across Qatar, the region and the world. Legacy is something that we believe in strongly in Qatar, and we are very proud that we can honor our sporting past while celebrating our sporting future by hosting the IAAF World Athletics Championship Doha 2019 in Khalifa's International Stadium. Originally built in 1976, it has hosted many historic sports events, including the athletics at the 2006 Asian Games and 2011 Arab Games, as well as the IAAF Final Grand Prix 2000. Renovation works are now completed, transforming the stadium into one of the most technologically advanced stadiums in the world with a GSAS sustainability certificate. The state-of-the-art cooling system you feel now will provide a pleasant 24 to 26 degrees Celsius temperature during the competition and can be adjusted as required, guaranteeing optimal conditions for athletes and fans alike, while also being considerate on the environment. The stadium is now fully functional. It will be used for the 2019 Asian Athletic Championship in April, which will be the official test event for the IAAF World Athletic Championship Doha 2019, and later host 2022 FIFA World Cup matches. Leaving a mark on the people of our region is also important to us. By welcoming the world's best athletes to Doha, we hope to inspire the generation to come to take to the track or become fans of the sport. Our ticketing structure will offer a big athletics fan an array of new options to follow your champions. Traditional Arab Majlis seating or finish lane seats. But tickets also provide those new to athletics tester option as well as group choices of the family. We hope this structure will bring together new and old fans of all ages, nationalities, and culture, as well as inspire young to become athletes. Our website is now live. I encourage those interested in buying tickets to register their interest on the website. Tickets will be going on a sale from November this year, with a travel package to support available January 2019. As the clock ticks down on this event, for our country and region, we will continue to communicate more of our activities to you all. We want to thank everyone at the IAAF for their guidance and trust in our hosting of the Middle East first ever IAAF World Athletic Championship and ability to leave a true legacy for the sport across the region. We are ready. Thank you.
Thank you, Bahman. In addition to these updates, we wanted to take a moment to celebrate 365 days to go with a short video.
We are very excited and proud that the branding of the IAAF World Athletics Championships Doha 2019 you see here has been created locally by young women who were born and raised in Qatar and passionate about athletics and growing the sport in our country. They are a reminder that this is your championships in Doha. It is our time to welcome the world, celebrate athletics together, and inspire our athletes of tomorrow. I'd like to welcome Sarah and Selena from the branding team to show the work created here in Doha and explain what it means to us.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sarah Kubrosi.
And I'm Selena Faruqi, and we are part of the branding team for the IAAF World Athletics Championships Doha 2019. And we are honored to be part of the brand development for such a world-class event.
Let us tell you the story behind the brand. Our inspiration came from being in Qatar and experiencing the passion and diversity of our country and the richness of its culture. We looked at colors, shapes, and lines around Qatar to inspire us, such as the turquoise blue of the sea, the yellow of the sun, and the patriotic maroon of our flag, as well as the architecture around us.
We were equally inspired by the world of athletics. Athletics is a multidisciplinary sport with its own eclectic fast culture, which comprises of running, jumping, and throwing. The brand was derived from the collaborative nature, the intense ambience, and the dynamic emotion of athletics. Mixing the powerful orange color and the graphic lines of the track, we created an engaging and international brand which blends both culture and athleticism.
Our brand represents the athlete's determination and outstanding performance. Our athletes will defy all odds and expectation. They will go beyond their limits and aim beyond their potential.
And this brand speaks to everyone, not just the athletes, but the organizers, the volunteers, the partners, and the spectators. We have chosen Aim Beyond as the main championship strapline to build on the fact that we all aim to push our performance to the limit and beyond. Participating athletes will challenge their abilities and break their records. Organizers will succeed in hosting a memorable championship and leaving a long-lasting legacy. Volunteers will embrace new experiences and shape their career paths. And partners will reach new frontiers. Last but not least, we want to inspire everyone involved to go beyond their potential.
We believe that the athletes will go beyond the mark, reach new heights, and beat the clock at the IAAF World Athletics Championships in Doha next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sarah and Selena. And right before we move on to the questions, we are going to have a short discussion amongst our panel. So, Dr. Saud Abdelghani, the climate of Doha has raised a lot of questions as many athletes are used to competing in cooler climates. Can you explain how the cooling technology will work?
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I think I just want to congratulate the committee. I mean, I like Aim Beyond, and in science we always aim beyond. Me as a professor in the National University of Qatar, it's our duty to help the country on the aspiration and go beyond whatever is required from us. We came to be part of the team, even the bidding team. It's not the first time to be with the committee here. I was on the member of the committee as well, who's done the bid time. So during the bid, I was a member, and I would thank the committee for giving us the opportunity to be part of this national effort. Cooling is you experience cooling every day. You sweat. When you sweat, that's cooling. If you are in Antarctica, or if you are in the deepest desert in USA, in Arizona. So sweating is part of the cooling. This is your natural mechanism, and you are like an athlete. You sweat all the time to go beyond and aim beyond. And the ability to that layer of sweat to start to evaporate, that's what will give you cooling. If you lose that ability to that layer of sweat to evaporate, then that heat inside you will be trapped, and your body will switch you off in order to preserve your organs. So cooling is not only a temperature, it's temperature, air velocity, something called wet bulb temperature, which is what the general public know as humidity, and we control all that. We control all that in the university, in books, in experiments, but this is our first grand experiment. And it's really, for me as a scientist, it's good to aim beyond the books and the lab to something like this. Cooling in this every character have every stadium have a character. So with the Khalifa Stadium, we couldn't touch the heritage. It's a national heritage for Qatar. We could provide cooling for under seat, for example. But as Mr. Dahlan said, this stadium was built 1976. So some of the structure is pretty mature. So that's why we opt to design and provide cooling in a small layer of air coming from these nozzles around us. And we control these nozzles. We control the amount of flow, the temperature, and the humidity. So I can make the air dry, I can make the air wet, and I can make it very cold or very, very warm. Depends on whatever mood we have. So in the athletic mood, for example, we're not going to use the big nozzles that we're providing here in order to make sure that the athletic track is suitable for the games. We're only are using the top ones. If we are playing football mode, I need that air to cross all the way to the players across the pitch. That's why I'm using the big nozzles. So we went through a lot of simulation techniques and wind tunnel techniques by building the model. Even the canopy itself of the roof is one piece, not many pieces, because I need to defend against the incoming hot air from where the prevailing wind is. So in a nutshell, it will be the safest tournament ever for the IAAF. Athletes will play in a very controlled microclimate being created outdoor, so it will be very safe for them from thermal point of view, and for us, even the fans, the spectators will sit in a very controlled environment that will never happen anywhere. This will be the word first, and in Arabic we say ليس للمقلد أجر المبتدئ. So we put this as a legacy. We put this as a legacy for the whole world to learn from this experience. All the documentation for the design of cooling is out there for people to use as well. Thank you.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Dahlan, so will this cooling technology be tested on athletics prior to the IAAF World Athletics Championship in Doha? And if so, what would the temperature be?
Yes, this technology will be used during the Asian Championship, because we know that Asian Championship is going to be the big test event for the competition. Everything's in the World Championship, which we are going to see. We will practice it during the Asian Championship. So the cooling system is going to be used, but as I mentioned in my speech, that it depends of the technical people and the people or the organizer to lower or to increase the temperature. But we are happy that this really will service us and also will put everybody in a good mood. Bear in mind that the temperature now is between 24, 26, so this is an ideal, and as Dr. Abdul Ghani mentioned, that the flow of the air differs from the football matches to the athletic participation. So we're happy to also to listen and you understand that the air is not going to be in the lower level that affect the athletes. So we are happy, and we will test everything.
Thank you. Sheikha Asma, will tickets be available on a first-come, first-served basis?
Yes, tickets are on a first-come and first-served basis. We advise everyone to go into our website and to sign their interest. In November, the tickets will be open for sale. We have a new program for ticketing for this championship in Doha, and it has a variety of options from Follow Your Champion, a ticket structure which allows you to follow your favorite star, to Category A tickets priced at just 14 euros, 60 riyals. We have various options to ensure that every level of fan is welcome and will enjoy the championship.
Thank you. Aretha, so you've been here as part of the team leader site visit representing Team USA. How did the visit go? Did we manage to impress you?
Yeah, we were very impressed with the team leader site visit. I mean, not only were we able to spend time walking through this remarkable stadium and experience the innovation and feel the cooling for ourselves, but we were able to see all of the training venues down to the smallest details, and then finishing off with the team athletes and team officials accommodations, where not only were we impressed by quality accommodation facilities, but the level of hospitality that we experienced everywhere we went just made us feel really welcomed, and we felt at home.
This isn't your first time in Doha, though, is it?
I've snuck over here a few other times before. In my competitive days, I was able to compete here for the Doha Diamond League competition. So very much impressed with how the city has grown since I've been here last.
Great. And what happens now in terms of preparing Team USA for the championships?
Yeah, ultimately now we're going to take all of this information that we gathered back to our athletes and coaches back home and let them know, what to expect in terms of the facilities and the things that are offered, so that we can ultimately make sure that they're preparing this off season to make any necessary adjustments that we need to make as we prepare for this championships.
Great, good luck.
Thank you.
Miriam, so what does hosting the World Championships in Doha mean to female athletes in the region?
I think, first of all, we're all proud this is happening here in Qatar, and it's a great opportunity to show everyone that women in Qatar, Muslim women, Arab women, do actually play sports in a professional level, in a very high level, and we're actually do train a lot, do train to make everyone proud, to make our country proud, as well as the ambassador of the 2019 but 4 years ago, and I'm proud that I'm here right now, and there's one more year coming, and this will actually break barriers, break stereotypes that Arab women do play sports. As I said again, women wearing hijab do actually play sports and are actually qualified to play sports and be part of this World Championship.
Great. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
We'd like now to invite media to ask questions for any of our panelists. Please raise your hand so we can pass you the microphone. Kindly state your name and the organization you represent before the question.
Ibrahim Badawi, Agence France Press. I have two questions, if I may. First one, can we say that temperature is not an issue anymore in this championship? And the second question, what would you do in order to get the crowds to watch the games? Thank you.
I'll answer the first one, and Sheikh Asma will answer the second one. So the temperature, when you talk about the temperature, first you need to know that the World Championship is always in different temperature, around the world, and this is common for the athletes. But the most important for the athletes and their officials is to make the athletes acquainted with the weather before, and the technology that we see here. I think this really helped a lot to expand our athletic territory around the world. This will be for sure will be used by other nations in the later stages. But for the time being, we are preparing everything. We had the team leader visit here in Doha, and the people were happy. I think seeing is believing. Yeah, I think you live this moment now, and you could tell whether this is going to be an effect or not. But we will continue, to update all the member federation about the climate, and we are preparing a booklet and guideline for everybody, because because this is the normal athletics life. You know, you move from cold weather to hot weather, but the most important is to take care of the athletes and to make them ready for, you know, to face such kind of climates. Thank you.
For packages, for deals and spectators and filling the stadium, the athletics in general in Qatar is a growing sport. There are many, many fans in Doha now. The Diamond League is full for the past 2 years. We are working on extensive campaigns to attract international and local fans to Qatar to watch the championships. We are also working strongly with our partners on campaigns, on engagement with fans, to excitement, to be excited to be part of this championship. Great.
Good evening, everybody. This is Safwan Abu Shanab. I'm from BN Sports TV. Mr. Dahlan, just wondering, we're going to have the first night marathon ever. So have you decided yet new lighting technology that will be provided? And what about the start and finish line? Have you decided yet about this logistics things? Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, the night marathon is scheduled and already approved by the IAAF Council through the coordination with the technical delegates from the IAAF, and the council has approved it. Regarding the preparation for the night marathon, is going to be at midnight, and is going to be in the Corniche. Definitely, we have set up in the map, you know, the starting and the finish lane. As an example, just not to go through the many details, the marathon is going to be 7 laps, and each 7 laps, and this is going to be this is going to finish in the middle of the Corniche. You could see the skyline in the evening. The lighting, definitely, we are looking for the best technology because, you know, we have to take into consideration the heat and the effect of the athletes also, and the TV the production. So we are taking the latest technology to install for the marathon.
Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Rajiv from Qatar Tribune. Mr. Dahlan, I just want you to address one big issue that some people or maybe some nations, they are going, you know, beyond aim, you know, your logo, to, you know, bring disrepute to the championship or to the country. Do you feel so, or we just think that otherwise or something? Thank you.
Well, this is normal in this life, you know. If you organize or if you do something, you will have some other people opinions, but you have to be reasonable and you have to be open to them when you answer things. The people, you know, they have opinion, but I think the reason we had this press conference in the stadium to prove to the people what is going on, because the media, you know, play a big role in this one. They know, and that's why we want the media to feel it. We are not giving you know, information in the text, but everything is in the ground. So I think we are ready to answer anything. Our objective is to make it this championship an exceptional one, a successful one, and a legacy for Qatar and for the athletics.
Thank you. David Harding, AFP. Can I go back to the issue of fan numbers? The Diamond League has been well populated by fans because there's been so many fans, local fans from East Africa, who go to the event, basically to see their heroes. Will you offer special prices for these fans who work in Qatar but won't be able to afford special tickets because they come out in very large numbers? And I wondered if there would be special prices for East African fans. And secondly, do you see this whole event as a dry run for the World Cup in what Qatar can do?
I will answer the question for fans. We are working on specific deals for large numbers, and in our website there will be a link and an email where people can apply for tickets more than 10 tickets, and once they do, we will provide them with a discount that would be fair to them. Again, Qatar is a multinational country. There are people from all around the world, different levels, who are athletic fans, and we will do our best to accommodate.
The second part of that this championship is going to be a dry run for the World Cup. I could say yes. Everything we do here in Doha is a one project, because this is we apply the vision of 2030, where we work with everything in Doha: timetables, competition, economic, everything, in the vision of the 2030. So we are part of the 2022. We have a coordination with them, because the success is for Qatar. So everything has to be coordinated.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm Fawad Hussain from the Peninsula newspaper. The first country in the Middle East to host this World Championship. How does it feel, especially amid the current political situation in the region?
Well, we are happy that this is the first time that the World Championship is held in the Middle East. But from our objective from the beginning, since we bid, we said that this championship is not going to be for Qatar, but for the Middle East and the MENA. This region deserves to have a big event like the World Championship. Regarding your question about the tension, Qatar, as you know, is an open state. We welcome everybody to Qatar, and we don't mix sports with politics. Our doors are open, and as long as things are going to be for the sports, other than the sports, somebody is going to deal with it. But everybody is really welcome to Doha.
صلاح الحاج جريدة الشرق، سؤال لسعادة العميد. تكلم شوية عن الأمور المالية. ما هو حجم تمويل البطولة؟ وكلنا نعلم مدى الضيقة المالية التي تعم العالم كله. ما هو حجم الرعاة؟ أيضا ما هي مساهمة الاتحاد الدولي من ناحية الرعاية ومن ناحية إقبال الشركات المحلية لدعم البطولة؟
I think I'll speak in Arabic, because you have asked me the question, so if you want to have the translation. بالنسبة للأمور المالية، احنا نعرف دائما في التنظيمات أن يكون هناك دائما توقعات في البنود، لكن المصروفات الفعلية يعني تتضح بعد انتهاء البطولة. بطولة مثل هذه تعرف أنت دائما لها رعاة، دائما لها مساهمات من شركات، إضافة إلى أن الاتحاد الدولي عنده رعاة خاصين. إذا الرقم لا يهم بقدر ما يكون هناك نجاح للبطولة. الرقم يجب أن يكون يعني متزن للموازنة، لكن يجب أن يكون هناك نجاح للبطولة. لا يمكن أن يعني ننظر إلى الأرقام المالية وننقص من وزن وحجم البطولة، ولا يمكن أن نبالغ طبعا في عملية التنظيم، لأن الأمور التنظيمية مهمة جدا، ولكن هناك كذلك مسؤولية بالنسبة لنا تجاه طبعا البلد.
سعادة دحلان، شاهدنا في الفترة الأخيرة، محمد الجزار من جريدة الوطن القطرية، شاهدنا في الفترة الأخيرة خاصة في دورة الألعاب الآسيوية ظهور نخبة من العدائين الشباب صغار السن. هل إقامة البطولة في قطر العام المقبل تجعلنا ننتظر ظهور نخبة من الأبطال يكونوا منافسين أقوياء لأبطال العالم إن شاء الله، خاصة في ظل التألق الكبير للعديد من الأبطال القطريين في الدوري الماس؟ شكرا.
طبعا بفضل الله وبتوجيهات المسؤولين ومتابعتهم، يعني معروف ألعاب القوى القطرية دائما من فضل الله يعني تسير في المسار الصحيح. بالنسبة لي طبعا وجود اللاعبين أو ظهور اللاعبين في بطولة العالم، ما في شك إن شاء الله راح تكون مشاركات طبعا لاعبين قطريين، ونتمنى لهم إن شاء الله التوفيق مثل ما نتمنى للجميع التوفيق. لكن يجب أن نعرف إن يعني عمل الاتحاد القطري لألعاب القوى مستمر، ليس فقط لبطولة العالم، لكن عندهم أهداف أخرى. عندهم طبعا بطولة العالم وتبعها الأولمبيات، ومثل ما شفنا طبعا في الألعاب الآسيوية. إذا الإخوان احنا في تنسيق معاهم، ونشكرهم على الجهود الجبارة اللي قايمين فيها. نتمنى إن شاء الله التوفيق لطبعا اللاعبين في بطولة العالم.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time. I do apologize for the media. But right before we wrap up, I would like to ask Samba a question. بالعربي. تحب توجه رسالة إيه لكل اللاعيبة بخصوص hosting 2019؟
أول شيء بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، وأسف على التأخير. إن شاء الله بإذن الله 2019 حتكون سنة جدا رائعة، فيها منافسات كبيرة، وأهم المنافسات حتكون بطولة العالم في الدوحة. وإن شاء الله بإذن الله طبعا نتائجنا 2018 كانت جدا رائعة، وإن شاء الله 2019 حنحاول نستمر، واللاعبين إن شاء الله بإذن الله حيكونوا جاهزين في 2019 إنهم يظهروا بالصورة المطلوبة بإذن الله.
كلمنا على آخر إنجازاتك.
طبعا 2018 كان فيه إنجازات كثير، منها تصدر الدوري الماسي، الفوز في الورد كوب، الفوز في الألعاب الآسيوية. الحمد لله حتى جريت ثاني أسرع زمن في العالم الموسم الماضي، وإن شاء الله بإذن الله أن نستمر على هذا العطاء إن شاء الله في السنة الجاية.
إن شاء الله. إن شاء الله. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings our press conference to a close. One-on-one interviews are available with any of our panelists now, so please do ask a member of the communications team on my left and on my right. Thank you all for attending and celebrating what is a magnificent milestone for IAAF World Athletics Championships and Qatar. Don't miss the first World Championships of Athletics in the Middle East. Register your interest in tickets now at iaaf.org/Doha 2019/tickets. Thank you. I'd like to invite the children on stage to take a photo with our Team Qatar athletes. Excuse me. To where these banners are on the right-hand side, to the start line.